This is so pretty.
It has been such fantastic few days. And because this is the first time we've ever done anything like this at the lakes.
Water comes in through these pipes. Water comes from these two vessels here. These are called hot liquor tanks.
Oh, I didn't think I'd like that one.
Don't be afraid of mixing. Anything is possible.
A job like that is no kind of easy feat.
I don't know any other whiskey distillery that's doing the same that we are at the lakes.
Okay, it's 5 a.m. We're currently at Euston. We've got a pretty long journey ahead of us and we're heading off to a very special distillery up in the Lake District. So we've just arrived at the Lakes Distillery. Compared to other whiskey brands, it is slightly on the younger end, so starting at 10 years old. I am looking forward to seeing what makes this whiskey slightly different to other whiskey brands out there.
If you don't mind following me then please, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go and get started. So welcome everybody to the River Room at the Lakes Distillery. Well, this was originally a Victorian model farm where we started the project for restoration. So a job like that is no kind of easy feat to tackle. I was thinking about whiskey starts first of all with this product here, and this is barley. So we're going to soak all of this grain. As soon as germination has been activated, releases its starch, then they're going to put it into a kiln, they're going to dry it out. So we're going to grind it up into this coarse powder here. This is called grist. And then we're going to add our river water. In our case we use 5,000 litres of water from the river and 1 tonne of barley per mash. So we're going to add in our wort at 65 degrees. And again, the first water goes in, that's our weak wort, 65 degrees, 75 and 85 degrees in these two, this tank here. It's going to soak into there, pull all of that flavour, all of that sugar and all that starch out of the barley. As the bubbles start to come down, you start to develop this really kind of fruity, kind of citrusy almost kind of character. Now we're going to put our spirit into a cask for maturation. We're not just going to put the spirit in there and just leave it. We're going to do a process that's relatively unheard of in the whiskey industry. It's known as élevage.
So the way élevage works in the simplest of terms is we are trying to elevate the flavors in the whiskey. We're trying to bring in different nuances through the use of different types of wood, through the use of different types of seasoning that the wood has had during the maturation, being actively involved every 3 to 6 months to make sure that the flavor profile that we're trying to or wanting to get into the whiskey is achieved.
So we've just finished our whiskey tour and now we're going to have a chat with Sarah and do a nice little whiskey tasting with her. And it's really interesting because I think she's only been here for about a year. She's won several awards. So I'm really interested to know what she's doing to expand the brand, make it slightly different and know what kind of histories were before her, before she became the lead whiskey maker.
So let's get through these whiskies and let's talk about what it is that is different about us. Nice way to start, on the left hand side, Whiskey Maker Reserve number 7.
The reserve range is the house style. This
Yeah.
is what the Lake Single Malt is all about. And it was Whiskey Makers was our number 4 that won the best single malt in the world in 2022. Currently, we are on number 7 and that's the last in the range. So this is a 52% ABV, so on the nose, I don't get the alcohol as much.
No, definitely not compared to, it was the 4th glass in line.
It was Iris, that
Iris.
was 56%. Yes, you
It had
would
a
be
bit
able
more
to
of a
get
kick
that
on
a lot
It was
more.
very citrusy.
The Whiskey Maker Reserve range, always in that beautiful, rich, dark colour. All those flavours just echo through right throughout the range.
So we've just had a chat with Sarah and we've now finished our tour. So now we're going to head off to the Whiskey Maker's house where we're going to have a chat with Hamill, who is an accounts manager. And we're going to get into a bit more detail about Whiskey Maker's Reserve number 7.
For me, this is like very woody, very sandalwood. A lot of spices, a lot of fruits coming out on the nose.
I get a lot of cinnamon on the palate as well.
So on the palate for me, at the start I get cacao nibs, dried fruits, sultanas dates, raisins, and then the finish is just beautiful spice, cinnamon, wood spice.
So what specifically makes number 7 quite different?
So the idea was they're all siblings.
Yeah.
They have the same DNA.
Is this
but
your
they
favourite
act-
sibling?
It is. Yes, I have to say it is.
Yeah.
It is my favorite because I love that beautiful balance of the orange peel, the dried fruits, and this wood spice that really lingers on the palate long after. Like I still get the wood spice on the back of my palate.
It's very clear that the oak, the barrel, the cask itself, the material it's made out of heavily influences the lakes. Thank you so much for joining us today and
Thank you.
discussing this with us. So we've had a lot of whiskey and a lot of chats, and now we're about to head home. It's been miserable weather, but if you guys have anything else you want us to tour or any other distilleries you want to know about, please let us know in the comments.